So is this the Jane Wick that everyone's been expecting and raving about? Kind of. It has moments. Atomic Blonde. So Atomic Blonde is the latest spy thriller starring Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, Sofia Boutella, John Goodman and Toby Jones. And in this movie, Charlize Theron plays a British intelligence agent who is sent to Berlin during the 1980s during the Berlin Wall crisis. Don't know why that bit's really important. It doesn't really play into the movie as much as you'd think it would, but there you go. And she's been sent there to retrieve this list, which has the name of every single agent out there. And if it gets into the wrong hands, all these people's lives could be in danger and it could spark an all-out war between governments. Or something along those lines. The writing for this movie isn't exactly great, and I'll get into that in a moment, but first, we're really good about this film. First off, the action sequences straight away were incredible. They were so well shot, so well handled by the director. I mean, the directing style slipped a little bit to me towards the more character-driven scenes, and some of the editing choices that they made didn't always fit in. I feel like there are a few times in the movie where we do take big jumps and there's something missing from a certain section. But for the most part, the action sequences themselves looked absolutely stunning. They were incredible. They were thrilling, they were action-packed, they were hard-hitting, and it felt brutally realistic. When these people are fighting and it gets further into the fight, they're starting to get more tired, weaker. They're beaten, they're battered, they're bruised, and you feel that in this film, and there are long breaks where they're just trying to get back up and catch their breath. And because of that, it felt a lot more real, it felt a lot more grounded. And the action sequences themselves are just incredible. There are some really long takes of just pure action and fighting. The fight choreography in this movie is outstanding. I believe it's from the same people who the fight choreography in John Wick. I can't be sure on that though, so don't like quote me on anything like that. But it made for a much more adrenaline-fueled experience when this camera is just following everything and you get to see everything. There's no jump cuts, there's no shaky cam. You feel like you are there in this moment while all this is going on, and it gets your heart pounding, it gets it racing. During those moments, you are genuinely on the edge of your seat. And the acting in this movie is great. Charlize Theron in this movie is outstanding in this role. Not only is she a badass in this film and can kick everyone's ass, I mean, she could probably kill me with her little finger, but there's a lot more going on behind her eyes, which she does a very good job of portraying in very subtle ways. James McAvoy as well is in this movie, and I don't think this actor can do any wrong because he is outstanding. He was one of the best parts of the film. He was funny, he was entertaining. What makes his character even better is he's quite a likable guy, but he's also a dickhead, so we kind of root for him at certain times, but then we're not fully trusting towards him. And the movie did a very good job playing off both aspects of that character, and he did a great job portraying both aspects. You also have Sofia Boutella in this movie, who did give a good performance, but I feel like they didn't do as much with her character that they could have done. I mean, she's a very good actress, she does a very good job in this film, she gives it her all, but in terms of character, I didn't really warm up to her as much as I thought I could have. You also have Toby Jones and John Goodman in this movie, and both of them as well are fantastic actors. They gave good performances, but I felt like they were very underused in this movie. I felt like the filmmakers just wanted to get some extra name and star power in there. And like I said, although good performances, they didn't really do much in the film, and so I wasn't that interested in them. In fact, that's where the main issue for this movie comes for me, is that the characters, again, are not very well developed, especially Charlize Theron's character. We know basically nothing about her. We get a small glimpse of something, but they just like brush over that very quickly. And it's never mentioned again throughout the rest of the film. And because we don't know that much about her, we're not emotionally invested in her character, which means when she is in peril, we don't care as much as we probably should. And the same goes for the rest of the characters in this movie. We don't know much about them except for what we hear about them during this film. And granted, that's the main focus point during this particular time, but it is always nice to know a bit more about their backstory so we can relate to them a bit more and get more emotionally invested into them. So if they are in danger, we care about it and we're not just sat there going, I just want to see you hit people now, I don't care what happens at the end. Another issue I had as well is the way the movie started, which is Charlize Theron being interrogated and questioned by her superiors. And then we get flashbacks of the actual mission in Berlin, and in that, it loses a lot of the effect that it's probably going for. No matter what happens in Berlin, we know that she's going to get out of it because she's there in London talking to her superiors. And so in that, when shit is going down, you don't care because you know she's going to make it out of it. There's no emotional attachment there. We lose that as well. We lose that tension of, holy shit, is she okay? Is she going to make it out of this? Because we know where she is, we can just watch a movie and go, alright, you kick ass, because nothing's going to happen to you. What's that? You've been shot? You'll brush that off. And I would say spoiler alert, but it shows that bit in the trailer where she's been interrogated and they're talking about the mission. So it's not really a spoiler. At least I don't consider it a spoiler. If it is a spoiler, I do apologise, but I don't see it as that. One final issue I had with this movie as well was the score. Not the actual score itself. When the score is in, it's actually really good. It helps fit the tone that the scenes are going for. However, the song choices in this movie, it did start to get on my nerves a lot. There are times when the song choices really work for the scene they're in, but for the most part, I feel like because it was set in the 80s, the filmmakers felt like they needed to throw out every classic 80s hit in there. And a lot of the time, it just didn't work, and because of that, it took me out of the movie a little bit. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a good, fun action thriller, you may get it in this movie. I mean, Charlize Theron absolutely kicks ass. James McAvoy is entertaining as hell. As I said, the fight sequences just look incredible. They really do look amazing. I also feel like one particular scene is heavily inspired by the Daredevil scenes, the hallway fight and the staircase fight. When you see the movie, you'll see what I mean, but it still looks absolutely stunning to watch. It's taken inspiration from that and it's built it up into something else, and it is very entertaining to see. But where this movie suffers is definitely with the character development. The story isn't always coherent, and there are some strange song choices thrown into the movie for no reason, which should have got onto my nerves a little bit. But I did have a good time with this film. I feel like you can do if you just watch it purely for the action and Charlize Theron and James McAvoy's performance. They are absolutely outstanding in this movie, and again, action sequences are entertaining as hell, and so for all of that, I'm going to give Atomic Blonde 3 stars. So, Atomic Blonde, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks to those for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.